This is Russ. A hero for independent artists.
Like, I had a TuneCore and I was making 100K, right? A month.
The rapper the internet loves to hate.
Social media was like, Russ, this, and I had no idea.
Known for his monumental success and willingness to expose truths in the music industry, he's every record label's worst nightmare. He's brash, outspoken, charismatic.
Living the dream, I can't complain.
See, and that's why people hate you.
Yes. That's the real story. The real story is that my parents went broke and my TuneCore, my ownership saved us. I said it in Exposed. You're an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry.
But is he giving answers to artists who have always been last to get paid?
So you don't care about, like, sales no more at all?
No, that's why I put it out on a Wednesday.
Wow.
Or is he merely spreading delusion?
He just means well. I mean, he's just trying to be of service.
Today, Russ sits at the top.
Sheeran sends me a song.
Everything they told him was impossible, he made possible, but not without many bumps in the road. Russ was hungry from the get-go. He spent his early days locked in various basements with his best friend, collaborator, and fellow rapper, Boogus. They were determined to succeed. By 2014, he had released more music than some artists put out in their entire life. 11 projects, all mixed, mastered, and produced by him. Years of blood, sweat, and tears, and he had little to show for it. When most people would have quit, he devised a new plan.
I don't have to change up how much I'm working. I just have to distribute it differently. Instead of putting out 52 songs a year over the course of 4 albums, I'll put out 52 songs a year over the course of week-by-week basis.
His new plan was smart. It had multiple factors at play. SoundCloud was in its infancy, and he knew people were there to find new music. Putting out a new song every week made his catalogue bingeable. All it took was one fan to hear one song to unlock a whole catalogue of music that they could enjoy. And this made them more than your average fan. This made an army of superfans. His songs were short, catchy, had simple artwork, and most importantly, he gave people a story to follow. Russ's release strategy echoes a lot of the messaging we see from his friend, entrepreneur, and internet sensation Gary Vee. He ignores conventional wisdom of quality or quantity and does both. Gary built a multi-million-dollar business, leveraging the internet and social media, so he's always advocated.
By putting out more songs, more content, more stuff, more.
As the weeks progressed, he was slowly gaining momentum, and the industry flocked towards him.
When my manager was first reaching out, found me on SoundCloud, hit me up via email. I've been telling Milan over and over again, I don't give a f about anything else you're doing. Get me a meeting with Carol Lewis. And then I'll take it serious.
The track that touches on topics of the music industry being hungry for money, what they want, began to catch on. His relentless grind had finally resulted in the exact record deal he wanted.
You know, I went in and got a profit split. I wanted radio. I'm looking around the game and I'm like, well, everyone's on radio and everyone on radio has a label. And I want to be the biggest artist in the world, so I got to level the playing field.
He partnered with Columbia Records, and 2017 brought the release of his aptly named album, There's Really a Wolf. The album he had made as an unknown rapper in a basement with a vision was certified platinum. His plan was going perfectly. His overnight success had been a 10-year, 11-album, 87-song journey, and when he was ready for a wave of applause, he got chaos.
Sorry, I don't hate myself. Sorry, I don't ask for help. Sorry, I apologize when I don't fucking mean it. Sorry, I'm not what you wanted. Wasting my time playing cautious. I know
A lot of hate came from that because people thought that I was calling addicts loser and I was making a joke about addicts. And the truth about that shirt is that that's not the case.
His message was getting distorted. The internet is fickle and had quickly reared its ugly head towards Russ. He was inspired and passionate to amplify the wisdom of people like the late basketball player Kobe Bryant with MAMBA mentality.
No matter what limitations, I may have, I'm gonna figure my way
through that.
A belief system reminiscent of psychologist Carol Dweck with her
growth mindset. They understood that their abilities could be developed.
I think a lot about dying and all the things that they'd say.
Nipsey Hussle's movement and way of life, the marathon, was also important to Russ. A relentless pursuit to keep going, to own your music and art, and to leave behind a powerful legacy. But the internet was accusing him of the opposite, of having had an easy way into the industry.
What people try to start some random rumor like, your dad worked for Columbia.
The conversation had turned away from his music. By 2020, he had parted ways with Columbia and was back on his original grind, releasing when and how he felt like it. 2021 and 2022 saw a string of back-to-back releases and projects like Chomp. He was replicating his formula and his streams skyrocketed. Whilst most artists were struggling as the pandemic hit and they were unable to tour, Russ was quietly laughing and emphasizing how foolproof his approach to his career had been. Whilst his early days may have lacked the money and connections you gain from a label, he was forced to innovate and find a way to succeed by himself. And you can see that even today, he's unafraid to turn almost every industry convention and messaging on its head.
And it's super outdated. The number one lucrative thing to do in the music industry is to own music and sell it. That's it. Like, labels are billionaires off of that. They don't tour, they don't sell merch, they don't have even the publishing. You feel me? They just own the masters and sell it, and they get billions of dollars.
He reached the pinnacle of the music industry doing things a new and unique way, to try it the conventional way and find out that his work ethic, consistency, and the internet was actually all he needed in the first place. Sometimes all it takes is one artist to prove that it's possible to succeed by doing things differently. And Russ is a guiding light for many artists on the rise, refusing to sign the first record deals thrown at them.
Make some motherfucking noise for Kayla San Diego. Wow.
He continues to do things his way whilst major record labels scratch their heads as to how to adapt to the rise of the internet and short-form platforms. His story is a testament to unwavering faith, dedication to your craft, and the 10,000 hours it takes to become a master. His success marks a shift in the industry towards artists advocating their own importance and makes industry giants question who the power really lies with. Maybe this is the start of a reshuffling, and it's likely well overdue.